have improved their
Figure
grab
out why you're
robot.
streaming at 3
So
p.m. when you
I
said
believe
it
that means
was
you
at
have another
7
one.
p.m. Cause I'm gonna be
Dang, she
real,
made a robo
work is
assassin,
slow
like-
as frick, and for my own
And it's
sanity,
gonna target
I would
me for
prefer
no
to
reason.
actually stream now. Because I don't want to get spoiled. I already got spoiled. Okay, I already
See,
got spoiled.
I
guys.
told you. It
And
targeted
it wasn't
me
even
for
because
no
I was
reason.
looking at socials.
I
Because
called it.
I'm like when I look at socials, or when I'm in socials, like I keep my stuff, my Twitter on my profile specifically, so I don't get spoiled. Blue Sky doesn't spoil me. YouTube
What do you mean
is a little sus, so I try not to look at YouTube, and then Reddit as
For
well.
world
Well, okay, with
peace,
Reddit, I
I
quickly
will do
try to look at
this.
CZN, like any other subreddit that isn't
80,
like
okay.
the place where I'm trying to
I need to increase my
avoid
chances.
spoilers. So
You
yeah, unfortunately though, I did get
For world
spoiled
peace,
real
the
hard,
child must
and it
die.
was not by any of those. It was by the
About this life
freaking
now.
HSR
we're doing
Poyo launcher
The only
itself.
thing we'll ever do
So now I know
okay?
one very critical thing,
We're just gonna
and I
beat our-
technically
beat our
kind of felt
freaking
like it was gonna be there.
balls right
I did
okay?
allude to it, so I'm gonna be real. It wasn't that much of a spoiler to me, but it is pretty major. So
You see that
yeah,
if you don't
very
believe in
unfortunate,
magic, you do nothing.
but it is what it is.
Yeah, if
Anyway,
you do
let
not
me-
believe in magic, you
let me
must
set up.
make your own luck. So anyway,
have
Yes,
you
for anyone who
seen,
is
have you
somehow
seen the
here,
last
hi.
3 sessions?
I know it's weird to say that I'm live right now.
that's not what I
It's
was
the
talking
3
about.
p.m.
in fact,
But I am live.
What I was actually
So, yeah,
talking
for-
about.
Don't ask
okay.
me how or
I
why.
thought he said
But
Actually, no,
4,000.
I did say how
much
and why.
Actually,
Because work is slow.
Oh,
was
no.
I guess it's just
To
it's
make
just
your
a slow
own
day
luck,
today,
you have to kill
or
yourself.
lately, I should say. 'Cause I didn't really do much work on. Oh, sorry. Let me calibrate.
Yeah.
You
That
can't
would've been
kill
funny
me.
if I got something.
Calibrate the model.
You're supposed to kill me. You freak.
But yeah, work's been slow. I
Hers
haven't
is
been really
right,
doing
this
much
is
work at
some
all.
freaking emotional damage
Like
right
Monday and Wednesday. Okay, Monday I was feeling kind of sick, and even then,
Yeah, that was a very
Even
momentous occasion.
then-
Emotional damage in the good way, not the bad way. But I
there was no
Makes
work.
you feel happy. It kind
was
of makes
no
you cry
work.
happy tears.
remember,
Like Monday I was
guys,
sick.
you
There was no
can
work.
make
Wednesday
your friends
there was
and
no work.
family
Friday
take
there is
positive
work,
damage.
but I finished it. I literally came at 12, and then I came home at like 2:30. That's how quickly I did the work
Switch to-
that I was supposed to do.
Really
Anyway,
depends on what.
okay, wait.
First
Since you're here,
is
Steph,
probably
I'm gonna do a small rant real quick. Okay, so Wednesday when I streamed,
Mario Kart.
I actually could have rated you.
It's not
I'm gonna be
biased.
real. I could have rated you, but I was too tired. I was like, oh man, I'm tired. I'm gonna end off early, and then I didn't even check rate
So
to
anyway,
who to
then-
rate. I made a quick like rant on Twitter about it because I was like, what the frick? I could have rated Steph. Did you play Slay the Spire? I was gonna watch that too. But I ended up falling asleep anyway. But still, Watashi was mad at
As
myself.
they say.
So
Okay.
hopefully, when I'm tired, I will feel like looking
At least I get
people
to see
rate,
Tatsu
because
though.
it's usually
okay,
it's
there's a
weird. Like
chance.
when I check who to rate,
Anything could
like when I
change.
actually check who to rate,
Ether.
like before I end stream,
for
I
the
see no
political.
one. And then now it's like, or Wednesday it was
Okay.
like, oh, I end
Anything could
stream. I'm not
change.
gonna look because I'm too tired. And
Anything
then
could
I
change.
look a few minutes later, and I see Steph. I'm like,
Never
what?
say no to Taiwan.
That's
Anything
crazy.
could change.
But yeah, we're gonna be watching
wait.
the HSR
Anything could
4.3
change.
special program,
I told you.
and that is
Anything could
because
change.
uh, I want to, because I still like the story of
Alright,
HSR.
we got
I've
it.
been ranting
got her.
about the
I'm
gameplay
good.
being way too
I'm
power
good.
creepy lately,
I'm
and
good.
it's kind of like
That's- that,
not
I'm
as
not a
appealing to
dolphin,
me
but
anymore. CZN though, on the
good.
other hand,
I got her.
chef's
I'm
kiss,
happy.
absolute chef's
got it.
kiss. Goon the Spire is crazy. We're about to send children to the chaos in next Wednesday. Actually, I don't want to say this line though. If I say the line, I feel like someone's gonna take this out of context.
You guys.
I could use past. I could use Clip Kyo to mask myself.
Guys,
Nah,
guys.
You know what?
Guys,
No, if
guys,
someone redeems the thing,
guys,
freaking
guys,
what should we call it?
guys,
Freaking context sensitive. I'll say it, but otherwise, I'm not gonna say it.
guys. Remember what I said?
It's a little sensitive topic. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do today. I almost picked end strat. Okay. All right, it's time. Actually, we can use this as audio check. While I don't have this. Yes, thank you, Steph, for redeeming first. Also, thank you for not redeeming the other thing, which I will not explain further. I mean, it's mostly just like for me to say it out of context. Kiyo quote. It's not really. I don't think it's that bad. Game is switch louder than me. Really? Oh, actually, no. This part's loud, so this is understandable. But okay. We'll do it like that for now. And if it's too loud, then it is what it is. Alright. This program is sponsored by Perlux Corp.
From the very beginning, Himeko never left Plain Arcadia.
Oh.
I summon Graphia, mother of Imagenesis.
Mother.
May she come forth and deliver
May she
us
what?
into the world in canvas.
I'm gonna be real.
Wait,
It was a smidge too quiet for me.
you sure about this?
And then I say that, and then it's gonna be like too quiet, or it's too loud.
My journey has reached its end.
What? New blade.
My forge.
Fire Nihility.
Abundance as my iron. Die
Oh.
1,000 deaths.
Hello? Wait, what is this?
Let our undying
Wait.
flesh be the iron.
Wait, hold up.
And let death 1,000 times over
Hold up.
be the hammer.
Alright,
Are you ready?
alright. I can't wait to see more blade glow up.
Against your god.
Just as you suspected, there
Oh.
is a 52% probability that Mr.
Alright.
Yusuke was being used by Asat Pramod.
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then what is it?
Come forth. Demonstrate your defiance.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Whether we chose
Is that like
this
Graphia?
path or were
or something?
forced onto it, leave no room for regret.
Ooh.
Denizens of this Arcadia, lost in its splendor. It was
Are we fighting Graphia? Is that what we're doing?
every promise of
Obviously, we're also fighting a Sapropod. But who cares about Mr. Die Hand Man? I don't care about him. Alright, screw him.
prizes.
Ooh. This is not what I got spoiled about, though. I did get spoiled about one very specific thing. Also, I guess I could put codes in chat for anyone who still plays Star Rail. 839 5VK 8ULC. Are we fighting Mommy? Or fighting the mother of Mommy? Or the mommy of mother? Yes. Okay. There you go. That's that code number 1. Code number 1. Alright, but we're skipping this because I don't wanna because this is a VOD. So I can skip. Yes, I love seeing Albert freaking special programs because I know it's not gonna be nearly as long as a dev special program. Because those are longer.
Special program. I'm your favorite host, Albert.
Great vibes right from the start. It's been a
I
while,
do
Albert.
like
I
that
thought
they
you'd
put
completely forgotten
Evanescia
about showing
and
up to work
Yaoguan
properly.
next to each other. Alright.
Tell me about it.
I'm loving it.
Anyway,
I've been
let's
seeing
have
so
our guest
much
say hello to
art
everyone.
of them together and
everyone.
is great.
I'm Evanescia.
Okay.
Thanks for having me today.
Whoever's doing it, do more.
It is an honor to join you all today.
Blade.
Blade.
Welcome to our
Yes.
three guests. The differences in your personalities really came through in those self-introductions.
Then, let's cut to the chase. I'm getting quite impatient.
Go right ahead, Madam Yao.
Last version, we finally put a stop to the crisis caused by Full Wish for the time being.
Okay,
From
but
the
there's
looks of
something
it,
else.
Things are
There's
only
Mr.
going to get
Hands Man
messier.
over there.
Let's start with
Alright.
the scariest
Oh.
part.
Well,
The
never mind.
mastermind behind Full
Oh,
Wish,
wait, actually,
Lord
he's
Ravager
there.
Asat Pramod, has officially made his
Hand.
entrance. On
Hand
top
man.
of that, there's an earth-shattering secret sealed away in plain Arcadia.
The divine husk of the Eon, presiding over hunger and
The
thirst.
veracity.
The veracity.
Fat frick.
That's right. According to the
It's not.
databank,
It's,
the
surely they're not
veracity
gonna make it
exists as
Little
both
Ika
an
for like no
Eon
reason.
and a Leviathan. They're more like a
Well,
black hole
Kuchiba
that
is
can
so
think,
good.
with the possess the power to swallow up
Like,
entire
I know
galaxies.
Pearl is right there,
Even though they
but
haven't made any moves
Kuchiba,
for
man.
them, and we have no idea why they were sealed here. The divine husk is essentially a ticking time bomb.
Alright,
And in version 4.2, Blade also absorbed the flesh of Shuhu that was inside the 200,000 Joy Ascendants.
and then
into
this
his
is where
own
he gets
body.
his drip.
We need to handle
Later.
this properly, both for the sake of Blade's mental state and to keep the flesh out of Asat Pramod's hands before it causes any more trouble.
You are spot on. We can't afford to put this off.
Alright, screw that tree in particular.
As I see it, we can bury Shuhu at the end of the world and canvas to be dissolved by the power of veracity.
Wait. Don't make it sound so easy. Blade has Shuhu sealed inside him. If you dissolve Shuhu, won't that mean sacrificing Blade too?
I mean, is that what he
We
wants?
don't have many options if we want to put Shuhu down for good. Right now, we can only borrow the strength of the veracity. Only a beast of insatiable hunger can end a plague of eternal growth.
Isn't that way too risky? Are we really going to
Forever
do a one-for-one
hungry.
trade?
And forever
Blade has
food.
always struggled with Mara. Rumor has it, he joined the Stellar Hunters because Elio promised him one thing.
A scripted death, right?
I've waited far too long for this death. And
And then he
it's time
doesn't
to
die.
settle my score with Shuhu.
Exactly. In the version 4.3
Camera?
story, Blade will depart for the world
Wait, what
and
happened to
canvas
Camera?
to execute the plan to eradicate Shu.
Oh, you see something?
However,
You need
there's no need for our guest to worry too much.
I was like,
Is it
camera,
death
and then I
or the
see
birth that awaits
something,
Blade?
and then I realize.
Elio's script remains blank.
Nothing
You
says
know what? Let's just hang right here for about like 5 more seconds. 10 more seconds. I know what you want. It's okay. All right. There we go.
stone yet, and things might still turn around.
Mm-hmm. The Trailblazer will get to witness the end of
Blade
Blade's
is
journey
quite
here
popular, and
firsthand.
he is getting another arc,
Remember
so that's great.
Venecia's request? In the version 4.3 story, the
Oh,
Trailblazer will
breaking the
also
ice.
depart for the world in canvas to warn Graphia about the threat of Asat Pramod.
Is what we're seeing on screen right now the world and canvas?
No, this
No.
is Inkford Hermitage. The
The
final
frick
stop
is that?
before entering the world and canvas.
Oh,
The boundary
okay.
between
We,
these worlds.
we need one more
and the
place
last
to go
place to gather
before we
supplies.
go into the
Yep,
canvas.
Graphia is stationed there to ferry anyone
Before
wanting
you
to
can
enter the
do
world in
Mario-
canvas.
Mario
Basically, like
Sunshine
the guys in comics who escort the
VS.
hero through a trial.
Oh. Are we finally going to lift the veil on the Graphia family's mysterious ancestor? I wonder what she'll look like.
Probably another red
The mommy of all mothers.
There are far too many legends about Graphia. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. But
is it
since
really
she's
the
contact
mommy of all
Venecia
mothers?
designated, she must
Or just
be
the mother
someone
of
we
all
can trust.
mommies? That's
This
the real
mother
question.
of Imogenesis has been around for a solid millennium. She hasn't just witnessed major events. I suspect she's personally had a hand in them. I cast a hexagram.
Although
and
I
her
am
connection to the
very
fate of the
hyped
cosmos
about like
runs deep.
all the Hibiko
If the
related stuff.
Trailblazer actually
Obviously,
gets
the
here,
the Graphia
they
stuff
might just
is
scratch the
literally
surface of the
Hibiko's
mysteries
ancestor, so
surrounding Plain
I am
Arcadia,
very
the
curious
Graphia
about this
family,
one.
and even Himiko.
I can't wait.
I too am quite curious to see what the cosmos looks like through her eyes.
Meanwhile, in version 4.3, our other companions aren't sitting idle either. Whether it's dealing with the aftermath of the previous
I'm not drinking
version's
for any
crisis,
reason in
or
particular.
investigating
I was
clues
just
about
thirsty.
a Supper Mod, we can leave it all to our reliable comrades.
I have
With
a
everyone working
single
together,
water
we
bottle
might just uncover more
'cause
secrets about a Supper
I'm letting
Mod.
the other
Huh.
ones dry out
The legend of the
because
headless
I
ravager.
washed them
You could also call him the Dice
because I like to keep my
Ravager.
freaking water bottles clean.
Who would have thought? The Trailblazer returns from the Emphorius battlefield and goes on vacation, casually joins the Phantom Moon Games, and ends up facing a Lord Ravager again.
The Phantom
Again.
Moon games aren't that simple.
Maybe in this version, we'll even get to discover
Speaking
the
of
true
Marvel
nature of the
Rivals,
Phantom
like
Moon games
some of
from
my IRL
beyond
friends are coming back to
perspective.
it,
We're finally
and it's because of
getting
the dino
answers.
mostly.
I'll be
And also
following
Cyclops is coming as
attentively.
well.
I'm sure the version 4.3 Trailblaze mission will bring Trailblazers an unforgettable experience. Now, let's turn our attention.
You could always be lazy and then Blade Showcase. But you could always be lazy and then just put water and soap and then just leave it there and then shake and then rinse. But I would rather clean it all at once and then let it dry
So,
because I want to use the water
Blade.
bottle.
what are your thoughts on all that has happened up to this point?
Pain and hate have plagued me for too long. As they say, I'm consumed by hatred and have an obvious self-destructive streak. I can't say they're wrong.
Right,
I
Fire
thought the
Nihil.
Stellaron Hunters
Is
would
this
only
like the
give me a
fourth
chance to
Fire
burn out.
Nihil?
I never expected them to give me a new bond.
Oh, you also
instead.
have a metal straw.
The path ahead is perilous.
Ah,
But
yes.
as long as I am not
Good old
completely
metal
consumed,
straw.
I can follow that rope and climb back from hell.
Weal or woe remains
The attack of the metal
undecided.
straw when it squirts
seems you
right
are
out
already
back at you.
prepared.
Did everyone
You know
notice
what? Don't
this
take that out
picture?
of context.
Blade's pose
But
makes him look like he's
yeah.
falling, but actually he's already
I don't have
pulling
one
himself
myself
up.
because I just drink.
Oh, I see.
But
Plus, in the version art we just saw,
But yeah, don't-
Blade is looking up at his new self. That imagery is straight out of an action comic double-page spread right before a transformation. It totally has the reborn from the ashes vibe.
I will say a
Evanesia's
very
interpretation
unfortunate
really
thing
strikes a chord
with
me.
Evanesia.
These
I
two
wish she
images
was
are
dripped
indeed
a
brilliant.
lot more.
So
Or
Blade's
a bit,
transformation
like
and
not
past
a
are also
lot more, but
reflected in
like
his
quite a bit
abilities?
more.
Let's take a look.
Because Silverwolf was the
Casting
main,
my
was
ultimate
apparently
with my
the main
body as the
push
furnace,
for
I
4.2,
reforged the broken sword.
and I was
will
hoping it would be
deploy a special
Evanesia
zone
because
and
she's like
enter an enhanced
the
state.
quote unquote Yai Sakura
Such
Yai
an intense
Miko
scene
XP.
Right off the bat. That looks like it
And
hurts.
Quenched blue steel
I like
rings
Yai
loud
Miko.
and clear. In
I
the
think Yai
enhanced
Miko
state,
is
I'll
hot.
unleash my skill using a rain of swords to deal higher damage to enemies.
So, in this form, both Blade's shard sword and his own appearance look different.
That's right. In the enhanced state, I'll manifest my wrath laid bare, and my ultimate will also be replaced by another form. No longer troubled by the past, no longer bound by Mara. My sword points at the abundance, and I am wreathed in flames.
Ooh, burn this broken shell,
Oh.
and you will serve as the temperate fire.
You're all invited here to savor the picturesque sight.
Wait, why are you still inviting everyone to enjoy the view?
Hey, that line's practically a staple of the show by now.
Yeah, invite everyone to enjoy the view. Yes,
Let me also add
yes.
this. When Morton
Also, I
activates
see the
zone
team
control,
comp.
all enemies are afflicted
Freaking
with a debuff and
Acheron.
take increased damage. While
No.
the zone is active,
Well,
every
sorry
time
to
an
all the
ally
Jiao
attacks an enemy,
Cho
it
fans,
inflicts a debuff on the enemy.
but
This also
yeah,
grants
very
Morton X Blade a
unfortunate.
special charge. Once the charge is
Also,
full,
unfortunate
Morton X
for
Blade
me
will
because
automatically
now we
unleash his
have
skill
someone
once
who
and
a male
regenerate
unit who
extra
works
energy.
well with Acheron,
And the skill is considered
and
a
I am not
follow-up
allowed
attack.
to use male
And
units.
when I use my technique, I will attack all enemies within range, and after
But at least I can
entering
use
battle,
Acheron again.
taunt the corresponding target.
Oh wait, he can
while
also
reducing
work well
my
with
own
Ashvale,
damage taken.
apparently.
10,000
Don't know
sorrows from
what
one
he's gonna
broken
do
dream.
with that,
Now,
but
it's time to
okay.
bring things to an end. How
Nope.
exactly will Blade's story unfold? You'll just have to experience it for yourself. In the
I
game.
mean, yeah.
Next, let's take a look at this version's banners.
During the
Banners?
first half warp event of version 4.3, you'll be able to
Okay.
obtain the limited 5-star character.
We have 2
Morton
men
X
and a
Blade,
Ting
and
Yun.
the drop rate for the limited 5-star light.
I don't
cone
want to say
reforged in
I don't want to say the
Hellfire
other
will
name
be
I say for
boosted.
Ting Yun because
At the
otherwise
same time,
I'm gonna.
the drop rates for the limited 5-star character
Hi.
Yao Guang and the limited
Hi.
5-star light cone
Hi.
Lin she decided to see.
I already
will
have
also be
you.
boosted.
So I'm not
In the
really
second half
pulling
of
you
version
again.
4.3,
Hi.
Limited 5-star character Cyrene.
Cyrene?
And limited 5-star light cone. This love forever
Okay.
will return.
Sure.
Additionally, the limited 5-star character Finan
Oh.
and the limited 5-star light cone thus burns the dawn.
You know what?
Also
Makes
return.
sense. Find is
So, in
Cyrene.
version
Okay.
4.3,
Makes sense.
There will also
You know what?
be a special
Oh.
gift of temperate blade event.
I was about to
After
say,
using the
like,
5-star character,
surely
Morton X Blade from a
that's
warp,
paid.
You'll receive free Trailblaze fasten for a brand new slot.
Okay, this is like the
Covered
paid
by
thing,
of the distant
so I don't
shore.
care about that. And even then, I'm gonna
Trailblaze
keep
fashion for a brand new
wearing
slot?
the freaking cat
I
cake
actually
because
noticed
I
that
like
divine ring
running.
during the combat showcase earlier.
Just
You
like
know,
the
now I
love laid
realize,
bare,
like,
the
my
karmic
type
fire of the
is like
distant shore
Ran Mei,
symbolizes
Ting
casting
Yun,
aside
Yao
obsessions
Guang.
and letting go of the past. Before setting
You can
off on a
argue also
life or death
Evidencia.
mission, you have to leave something behind. Consider this a memento.
Yeah, it feels like this is more than just an accessory. It's a slice of Blade's life journey over the years. He might be a man of few words, but Blade has always been a deeply thoughtful person.
It certainly carries a lot of weight.
Okay, now let's take a short break. The show will
Short break?
resume when
Okay.
we're back.
Alright, one more. I already redeemed these, so I don't really care.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to the variety show. Can we follow you home?
Deleb.
Right now, we're out in the streets of Planet
Okay.
Arcadia, looking for the star of today's show. Oh, isn't that? Let's go with them. Hello. I'm Furby, a host for Parallax Entertainment, and I'm out here shooting our reality show. Can we follow you home? Could I invite you to be our star for today?
Why can I somehow imagine this for Bobo as like Steph as a reporter AU? Why?
Tune in and I'll film you guys. Please, I'm begging you.
Fine.
Maybe it's the voice. I don't know.
Might not be exactly
Maybe
what you
it's
have
the
in
tone.
mind.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Let's go.
Alright. Oh, she actually got
Wait.
them.
Our first stop is grabbing a bite at a restaurant?
Can't hit the road on an empty stomach. You want anything?
No thanks. Canines really shouldn't eat salty things.
Allow me.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Alright.
I had no idea you knew how to make this.
It's time for
Do
Girl
you
Dad
cook a
Blade.
lot at
For anyone who doesn't know,
Not really. Only occasionally when forced.
he does do cooking and
Like
everything.
right now.
So if you want a man who can cook, here you go.
time to dig in.
Normally I would skip these, but I like looking at these. Like when it's just the freaking image, then I skip.
Next, to a nice place with mountains and rivers.
No, whoa! The wind's picking up.
Surely there's not gonna be an Otome
Let me
moment.
snap a picture.
Otome, there's a. Oh, there it is. There it
Such a
is.
great shot.
I freaking knew
This
it.
one's definitely going
I
viral.
knew.
By the way, it feels like you two are on a tight schedule today.
There's the
Rushing around
CG
nonstop.
right there. For
playing the strong, silent type again. Don't let him fool you. He's actually got a time bomb strapped to him, and we need to deal with it ASAP.
There you go. It's because the Steph buff.
Is that some kind of metaphor or a
That-
deadline?
All right.
You know what? At least Hoyo knows the target demographic for Blade.
Nice sofa. Perfect for gaming. The IPC's infrastructure isn't half bad.
For me, at least, it is a skip patch for me.
Can I go around and snap some pics?
Although I will say I did get spoiled on something else, so I will refrain from saying any further. But I will say Blade is unfortunately a skip for me because I literally am not allowed to use Blade.
Is there something else you need?
No! Sorry, I didn't mean to! I just wanted to get some footage for the show!
You know what? I'm gonna just leave this here for maybe 15 seconds. Yeah, this really is the Otome freaking stream, huh? You know what? Good thing you're here, Steph. Okay, there you go.
Did you get enough?
Did you get enough?
Ooh, there's even a hot
yes.
spring here. Wanna hop in for a dip, little Furbo? No thanks. And that's a wrap for today's Can We Follow You Home? Thank you both so much for being so accommodating. But I didn't actually get to follow you home in the end. Which is a bit of a shame.
Dang, she really selfish, wanting the freaking 100% route on Blade.
Doesn't matter though. A house is just a
I feel
house.
like you got your fill,
Wherever your
buddy.
family is.
Yes. That is enough.
The small smile from Blade.
Whether or not your
Oh.
world has a day-night cycle,
These
it's
two.
midnight on our end.
I do like that we're seeing
If it
some of
isn't on
these
your
other
end,
guys.
You're probably watching a replay. This is the show Midnight Chatter, hosted by your birds of a feather.
Oh,
Alright.
I'm sure you're all
So this is the first time
wondering,
we're seeing this on a
just
special
moved
program,
from the
but we
midnight
have
slot
seen
to
these two
another
before.
time.
How come we
I
got
think.
moved back
Could be
so
wrong.
quickly?
No, they were in the special
Actually,
program. They were in
we
4.1
just missed
with
our old
Asheville.
audience
Never
who's
mind.
always
I was wrong.
stuck by our
But
side.
yeah,
And also caused
I like
a
seeing these guys.
tiny, colossal
These guys are kind of funny
disaster at our
when they
new
were in 4.1.
workplace. That's all.
I should say 4.1 special program,
Anyway,
not in
let's pull
4.1
ourselves together
directly.
and present today's redemption code.
Just a heads up, it'll
Bruh.
expire soon. As
It will
short-lived as our
expire
promotion
soon.
trial period.
Okay.
Anyway, back
Wait.
to the main topic. Midnight Chat.
Wait. Okay. I need to do this for the people who for some reason did not do the redeem. Okay. EB395C. Nope, I forgot the C. Oh, actually type an X. Okay, CJ8V5XF. Okay. Alright. That should be the last code.
Promotion trial period.
Anyway, back to the main topic. Midnight Chatter gathers all sorts of little urban legends from around plain Arcadia.
And then shares them with you to scare you half to death.
Giving everyone a spine-tingling chill on this sweltering summer night.
Even though dad jokes would probably do a better job, how about we switch things up?
Today's first story begins a long, long time ago. Exactly how long? Well, not many people remember clearly.
It was Amber Era 2148. Even if you're too lazy to look it up, don't try to fool the audience like that.
The Antimatter Legion was extending its clutches towards Ahatopia, and countless monsters known as demons from beyond invaded.
That dark period was known as the Cinderth Age. It's said that the Astral Express also made an appearance here around the same time.
Oh, it was then that a hero named Graphia stepped forward. Surprisingly,
Ooh.
her occupation was that of a painter.
Graphia unleashed the art of imagenesis, bringing her painted
power
creations
of
to
art,
life to
guys.
fight alongside
All right.
humanity against the destruction.
Screw
And the
AI
name
art.
Murata Graphia grew in
The power of
fame with
human
her
art.
achievements.
Okay.
This was the origin of the earliest Imagine.
But the situation remained grim.
Speaking of
as the
AI,
demons
I've
from
been
beyond,
freaking
led by
seeing
Lord
random
Ravager
stuff about it. I'm like,
Sakramon,
ugh,
pressed
I don't
on.
want to see it in my
So
timeline.
Graphia entered the Phantasm
Freaking
Games,
AI or bad.
borrowed Aha's
We know.
strength, and with a grand sweep of her brush, sealed all of Ahatopia inside a painting.
But the hero who saved Ahatopia didn't get the happy ending she deserved. She was left with terrible after effects.
Every
Oh, yeah,
descendant
the
of
whatever
Murata
disease
family
thing.
contracts the incurable weathering curse.
Weather and curse. That's the thing.
To overcome the weathering curse, generations of the Murata family have tried all sorts of methods.
Some pin their hopes on the Elixir Seekers' prescriptions. Others tried treatments from the Intelligentsia Guild. And some even sought to heal the curse by winning the Phantasmoon Games.
But none of it worked. Or, to be precise, no record of success was left behind.
No record
Lately,
of
the
success.
Nameless have been making quite a splash in plain Arcadia,
Wonder
haven't they?
what that means.
It's common
Wink,
knowledge
wink,
that
nudge,
their
nudge,
navigator,
Himiko.
Murata Himiko took part in the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago and is still alive and kicking.
Are you trying to say this navigator won the Phantasmoon Games 15 years ago and cured her weathering curse?
I never said that. Some say she's a ghost, while others think she's a con artist posing as a Murata.
Stop! The IPC is on great terms with the Nameless, so don't go spreading baseless rumors. I don't want to get demoted once again to some backwater department.
Oh, let's change the subject then. Have you heard about that mysterious game that's been making the rounds in plain Arcadia lately?
What is it?
100 people randomly receive an invitation and have to fight and kill each other at
no,
Station
no.
until there's only one survivor left.
Not fate
Wait,
again.
what you're describing sounds so familiar.
Freaking fate.
I signed up.
Freaking fate.
But
Why?
you opened my invitation, so now you're the one that has to go.
Did you really have nothing better to do than sign up for this rubbish? I'm supposed to kill other people? I can't even beat the Furbos at the news agency next door.
Who told you to open my mail? We might be brothers, but we still need to respect each other's privacy.
Is that really the point right now? First the live stream disaster, then the Smile Society.
Nah, I can't wait to see this guy in
My
4.3.
life is totally over. What am I gonna do?
I was about to
There's
say.
no other choice.
It's
Take
like
my
that sounds
Pixel
like
Plane to the
fate, but no,
competition.
it's freaking Pixel Plane Rumble. Whatever the frick that is.
Pixel Plane Rumble. In every match, you can collect gear to arm
Well, it's
yourself
time to
and
p-
defeat
to
the
play
opponents
Galaga.
you encounter along the way.
It's
It's a winner takes all
Galaga.
zero-sum game. Who will survive to
don't
the
care.
final zone? Who will be the ultimate winner? Pixel
Wait, can we
Plane Rumble is
customize our
officially
thing?
kicking
Is it gonna be
off.
like
Come and play.
So that was just product
magic?
placement?
If we could do it,
You
if we could
didn't know?
customize it like the gummy shit.
Of
I don't
course
think they. I
not,
don't think
you-
they did it like that. But
Moving
imagine
on.
if we could.
What did
That
everyone
would
think
be
of the
that would be
race
so
at Star
great.
Rail Fest?
But I know they did it.
Biggest stain
Ooh.
on my career happened there.
Where is this?
Trends change in a flash. Keep up or
Bill excuse
fall
Arcadia for
behind.
Whispering the
To
World
improve
Canvas.
the visitor experience at Star Rail Fest, Madam Pearl has appointed the Trailblazer
Okay.
as the lead architect of the
just
Star Rail
second
Fest
event.
pre-development plan.
I assume there's gonna be a lot of events because this is a
Was
quote
firing
unquote
us also a part of
dead
optimizing
patch
Star Rail
because there's only
Fest?
one person.
The IPC
Quote
has
unquote
built
one
a
person.
Whispay amusement park in the
Since I've
world
already
in
talked
Campus,
about it, I
using
did get
Whispay
spoiled
to
on Fate.
simulate visitor traffic.
So
The Trailblazer will need to plan routes on the sandpit, place facilities, and attract Whispay to try them out.
Different areas also offer different styles of attractions to choose from. For example, in the Bellabog exhibition area, you
interesting.
can add ice bears, automatons.
Hurry over to Whispay Amusement Park and design your very own amusement park experience. The Whispay Amusement Park is now open for business.
Our time together is always so brief. And now it's
The
time to
desync
say
is
goodbye.
crazy.
First day back on the job and 0 streaming disasters. I call
Yay.
that a win. Quick, change the channel as we're off.
Bye-bye.
Time to clock out.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
they clocked
Let's
out for
continue
real.
producing more virtual content.
Thank frick.
First, our old friend
Oh.
Gift of Odyssey will arrive on schedule.
10
at version
pause.
4.3.
Oh, it's 5 minutes left until
And
the thing.
here's
So.
another old friend.
The Planet Fisher and Rome with the
Okay.
Strange Events will
Typical.
also return.
Like, I don't
Complete
expect a
charges,
whole lot out of
double
this,
reward.
other than
In version
Fate.
4.3, Cabin
Oh!
of Corrosion.
As
passive
Navigator,
insight will
I
become
sees it.
available. Successfully
Divine
needed
Master
to obtain
Smith.
2 relic sets.
So I assume the
As
second one's for
Navigator
Blade and
IC
the
sees it, and Divine
the
Query
first
and
one's for
Mastersmith.
New Himiko,
Stagnant
because we know
Shadow
about
Shape
that.
of Devour will also
Quantum
be
type.
available. And you can obtain the
Quantum?
Ascension materials
You
near
telling me
Hollow
Nihilux is gonna be
for
quantum?
characters upon completing the challenge.
This version also adds new
Nope.
trace materials for erudition and destruction characters. Trailblazers,
Destruction?
if you need these new materials, don't forget to farm for them.
You're telling me Nihilux is gonna be destruction? Or are you saying that we're gonna play as a Satfer mod for like no reason in particular?
After the version
Oh.
4.3
What is
update,
this?
as long as you have Star Rail installed, you can start using the widget feature right away. With
Oh, wait,
these
what?
widgets, Trailblazers can check things like remaining event rewards and daily progress directly
Yeah,
on
use
their
home
phone's
screen
home
which is check
screen.
game related for
A
dinner
friendly
time.
reminder
Oh,
from your
I
widget.
don't care for this. I don't really use
It's
use
time
Star
to
Rail on
play
my phone.
Star
I mostly
Rail
do my dailies on my
Also, in
my-
version
my,
4.3,
PC, so
a
doesn't
new
matter too much.
permanent mission will be added to
Oh.
the daily missions. Trailblazers who use fuel vouchers or deep immersifiers can also quickly gain activity and claim all their daily rewards. In addition, certain game
Okay.
settings will also support cross-device synchronization.
The experience of playing Star Rail on multiple devices has been further optimized.
Ugh,
Wait.
I bet you've experienced
What?
it too. That annoying moment when you switch devices, only to find out auto battle isn't turned on.
Exactly. You get
Oh,
me.
that's what you mean by synchronization. Okay.
Additionally, as previously mentioned in official announcements, Star
Ooh.
Wars mode will be added to Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow in version 4.3. Trailblazers
Wait,
can
what is
enable
this?
Star Wars mode when challenging the highest difficulty of each gameplay set. In
Oh.
Star Wars mode, Trailblazers need to put
You have to
together
do
three
three
teams to challenge
teams.
3 different stages. You can also restart the challenge for each stage individually. Clearing
Thank
Star Wars
frick.
mode with full stars in each gameplay set grants an extra 100 Stellar J's per period. A total of 300 Stellar J's has been added as rewards across the 3 gameplay modes.
Of
Okay.
course, Trailblazers can also freely choose to switch back to regular mode to challenge the original stages.
That's right. Next up, we're
Ooh.
bringing you some collaboration news.
I
The
see Yao
Honkai
Guang.
Star Rail and
I'm
Ugreen
looking.
collaboration will soon go live. And
Watashi wa
the
looking.
collaboration character is none other than yours truly.
That's
Okay.
right. Collab
What is
merch
this?
and related
I'm-
online and
I'm
offline
paying
events will
attention.
be rolling out across multiple countries and regions, along with some surprise collab merch giveaways. Stay tuned for more exciting details and feature updates.
Can't wait!
Not bad.
Next up, Honkai Star Rail's
Oh.
collab with Kurasushi
Kurasushi,
USA
what?
is launching soon. Which 2 familiar characters will be joining you for sushi this time? Stay tuned for more exciting details.
Kurasushi.
Additionally, Honkai Star
I
Rail
don't
and
know
Streetwear
brands, so I'm
brand
like,
M.Rage
do I
are
even
launching their second
know? Like, is it
collaboration,
even near me?
featuring a jacket themed after playing Arcadia's top streamer, Sparksy. For detailed collaboration
one near me?
information, including the launch date,
Oh, I
please
do.
Stay tuned for future updates.
Okay.
Also, Anime
Okay.
Expo,
In that
we're
case,
back.
perhaps.
This year, Honkai Star Rail is setting up shop in the South Hall. Come swing by our booth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Join the fun,
AX, yeah,
buy
mate,
some
yeah,
merch,
yeah, yeah.
and
Kyo
snag
branded
some
sushi?
freebies.
No,
Before we
I don't think it's
wrap
gonna
up,
be. It's not
here's a
Kyo
friendly
branded
reminder.
sushi, unfortunately.
Version
Herbs.
4.3 update will
As
drop
much as
on
I like
June 1st,
sushi.
which is
No.
a Monday. We can't wait for Trailblazers
Although
to
Kyo
dive in
branded
and
ramen,
experience
though.
all the fun new content in version 4.3.
Now that's what I want.
June 1st. I shall remember
Or just
that.
noodles in
Calendar
general,
marked.
because I'm more of a
And
noodle
that's
guy than a
all for
sushi guy.
today's show.
Though
See you next time,
sushi is
friends.
never bad.
That's a wrap.
I was hoping. I do want to do merch. I just don't know how I could do merch. There you go.
The
All right,
Holy Grail War begins
give it to me.
anew.
I was aware of this already.
The average one.
Rin,
Prodigy of the Tosaka family.
Quantum.
And
Oh,
humanity's
right. Quantum
oldest king of
Erudition
heroes
and Lightning.
are
He's
about to
destruction.
make
That
a
him,
dazzling
not
entrance.
Rin.
A king's gift or a guardian's contract. A faithful
Gilgamesh or
knight
Archer
is
for
upon
free.
us.
Bruh. I know I'm pausing this, but bruh. They know is like, oh hey, Kyo's doing waifu only, so let's give the male character for free. Because everyone wants Rin. So frick me. Wait, did they announce anything? Wait, what? Did they announce anything else after that? From start of collaboration until end of 4.6. No. They didn't announce story, right? It's a collaboration update, but I don't think they said anything else. No, that's it. All they said is, hey, Gilgamesh and Rin. So Rin is a quantum erudition. And Gilgamesh is lightning destruction. I wonder what they're gonna do. Can't think of anything in particular that's on my head because I don't play Fate. I don't follow Fate stuff, so I have zero idea. But depending on how Rin plays, I may pull for her. I may not. Because I'm gonna be real, I'm a little bit like kind of I don't care too much. I'm gonna be real. Like from the first Fate collab, the story was kind of to me. I'm gonna be real. It's the one time where I chose not to stream. It's because I did not like the story. Like I heard so many bad things about the Fate collab story that I decided I'm not gonna stream that one. But we'll see what happens. Like they've only announced, oh, we have 2 characters, and you can get Gilgamesh for free or Archer if you've somehow haven't pulled Archer yet. But overall, stream's fine. It's fine. I have no like. I'm slightly indifferent because this is kind of like a dead patch for me, which is good for me because I want to save for 4.4 because I don't know who's gonna be next. Like Nihilux, or maybe the Fate characters are gonna come in 4.4. I don't know. Like new Himiko, I'm pulling. We don't know who else is coming in, if it's gonna be reruns. I'm still waiting for Nihilux. I'm still waiting for that freaking Maid Galaxy Ranger girl. Okay. Okay? For anyone who doesn't know who I mean by the freaking Galaxy Ranger Maid girl. Okay, let me find an image. Okay, let me see if I have the image on Twitter so I could just like yoink it. No, not that one. Although that one's kind of hot. No. Oh, this is Uma pictures. Holy frick, Uma pictures. I feel like I'm going a little too far now. Because I'm seeing Uma Musume pictures. Okay, yeah, this is definitely too far. Where the frick is the picture? I know I have the picture because I posted it on Twitter. I for sure have it somewhere. I'm just being blind, apparently. Okay, I found it. Okay. Copy image link. Okay. Let me this. Okay. Her. I want her. Her. Give me her. Rapper's cool. But her, I want her. Where is she? They haven't even showed her the freaking story yet, so I'm like, I'll wait it. Boo Hill is her. True. Boo Hill is also her at the same time. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I'm okay with the patch. Like we see more Blade stuff, and I do like Blade as a character, so I'm okay with that. And then we're seeing more Hibiko lore, which is also great. So I'm just mostly hyped for the story. For the freaking endgame stuff, I don't. Let me read the endgame stuff thing again that they mentioned earlier, because I need to understand.
Only to find out auto battle isn't turned on.
Exactly. You get
Section and
Okay.
announcements. Additionally, as previously mentioned in official announcements, Star Wars mode will be added to Memory of Chaos, Pure
Okay.
Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow.
It's not really new endgame. It's more like tacked on endgame for the existing game modes. So the AoE game mode, the regular endgame mode, and the boss rush quote unquote endgame mode.
4.3. Trailblazers can enable Star Wars mode when challenging
Basically, you fight another guy, and you need 3 teams this time
the highest
instead of 2.
difficulty of each gameplay set in Star Wars mode.
Also, it allows you to freaking do each one individually, and I hate the fact that you can't do it without Starward mode. Why the frick? Put this in freaking everywhere, not just this one specific part of the thing. Lunar mode, imagination per star. I don't know what that is, but I'll just say yes, even though I have no idea what that is. Bruh. They need to add this into all of the end game modes. Just period. Because there are people who just don't have fully maxed out people yet. Star Wars.
Trailblazers need to put together 3 teams to challenge 3 different stages. You can also restart the challenge for each stage individually.
Yeah, no, know why they don't do
Third
that.
Star Wars mode with full
Graduate
stars
theaters
each
in
gameplay
game.
set
Okay.
grants an extra 100 stellar J's per period. A total of 300 stellar J's has been added as rewards across the 3 gameplay modes.
I think
Of
that was
course,
it.
Trailblazers can also really choose to switch back to regular mode to challenge the original stages.
That's right. Next up, we're bringing you
Okay. So that was pretty much it on that. Okay. In that case, I thought it was gonna be much worse, but I guess it's okay. But because I remember I saw like people talking about or HSR mentioning this on a like post, and I was concerned about it. But now that I see the announcement here, okay, I'm a little bit more okay with it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, with that said though, that is going to not the end of the stream because we still have time to do other things for a little bit. What should we do? Chad, what do you want me to do? Because I'm gonna be real, I actually don't know what else to do after this. I don't know what to do after this. Because I was just mostly just doing this, and I was like, another CZN tier list? You know what? You know what? Sure. We'll do it. We'll do a CZN tier list. On what? I have no idea. So let us do a CZN tier list. Good old fun. Good old, not Fudo. Good old fun old little tier listing for chaos. All right. And that should hopefully change the title of the thing. Okay. Yes, it does. All right. Tier list time. I will be real though. I don't really have a thing prep though. Oh, actually, wait, maybe I do. Hold on. I do. Thank frick. All right, I do, but it's in GIMP because Tier Maker I don't think has the thing that I want. Wait, I need to add the sensor screen button to my stream deck. Wait, let me add that real quick before we start. That's cool with you guys. Where's my sensor button? Sensor. I mean, it's literally just toggle. Okay, I could do that very easily. Okay. Source or filter. There. Sensor filter hide. Okay, let me see if this button works. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. But I would like to change the icon. What the heck? Ooh, that's not as. And then we'll change this one to this one. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. Now let me do a zoom in. Let me make sure this is good. All right, I want to censor the screen real quick. Because I need to make sure. Actually, not this. Do this here. Actually, I need to uncensor. Make sure this is good. I mean, yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. But I will change the tier. I'll change the tier. This is from before. So we'll do a blank tier list. All right. What should the tier list be? Should it be meta tier list or should it be something else? Because as much as I feel like I am qualified enough to say whether or not someone is good or bad, I am not a fan of doing those because I am a big fan of just play whoever the frick you want. Because I like saying that because that's my favorite thing is to play everyone, even the bad people. Like, okay, if I were to say who's like specifically bad, the only person who comes to mind is probably Luke Ass. Because if I would rather play like a discard person, it would be like Nia Selena. I would rather play Nia Selena than play Luke Ass. But otherwise, like even Luke Ass is not that bad. Like he has draw from his starter, and then he has some cycle with flamethrower. If you want to do Luke Ass, like DPS Luke Ass, you could even do like that one epiphany with the flamethrower. Like, I don't think he's terrible. It's just like compared to everyone else, yeah, Luke Ass is probably the worst. Because okay, out of all the 4 stars, okay, out of all the 4 stars, you know what? Let me. Let me get E7 bot actually. Get E7 bot, filter to 4 stars. Okay. Owen. Owen, you can build him as a support with wind charge. Amir, if you've been looking at very different things or various things on YouTube, there are Amir builds out there. There are like actual good Amir builds out there. Wife, you can build her DPS with Shelter Strike. I don't even need to talk about Buddy Girl or Barrel. Like these two like are good. Like straight up. Luke asks, we already went over, but we'll talk about him later. Tressa, yes, she got nerfed, but in this economy though, you could kind of do some interesting stuff with the discard reload. You could. Nia, obviously, and then the rest of these four are like utility based freaking supports, and they're good. So, like, you can't say the last four are bad. They are literally the supports, some of the best supports. Like Cassius, Nia. You could say Ray might be falling off, and like Mika, kinda, but even then, they're still good. Like Luke Ass is the literally only Luke Ass is the only one I can't really like say like anything extremely good about, aside from the draw, right? Like this card kind of booty cheeks. RPG relies on you having other bullet teammates, and even then it's fixed damage, so it's kind of booty cheeks. Flashbang might be aight with Mark, but no, no, I would not recommend this. Flamethrower, you could do DPS with this, quote unquote could. Otherwise, yeah. And Sulita, even then, like Sulita is the Mark character. She is literally the Mark character. You know, okay. What if I do a tier list based on for each character based on the cards, like what cards they have, or on like tier list for each character, or for each cards of a specific character, and we'll start with the 4 stars. How about that? Because I actually have some choice words about some of these cards. All right. Okay, we'll start with Owen. All right. All right, Owen. Wind Charge, good card. I'm gonna be real. This is Owen's best card for good reason. Okay, it gives you an extra hit, which can scale off of morale, scale off of minus fortitude debuffs for the enemy. Is good. Like retrieve wind charge could also be very interesting if you have certain things that you want to do. Because there are new divines that could work well with this one, so you could see some interesting things with this one. This one's support for someone else, so if you want to give a hit to someone else's cards, or you could do the Owen with wife, and you could give her an extra hit for this, literally. And there's 0 downsides. You just do this twice for no downside. It's great. Like, since freaking Adelheid's coming in, you could try, like, someone could lab a wife, Owen, and Adelheid kind of team. Like, retain shield, Owen gives wife an extra hit to shelter strike so that you don't have to keep duping all the shelter strikes. And then Owen could just keep duping this stuff or whatever. This is a good card. Like if somehow you want to do DPS Owen and you really want to Gamba, maybe you could try this. This one I don't really care for too much because this is way too Gamba. This one's good. It's just I haven't seen a skill that you really, really, really want to use, so I would need to. I want someone to lab this because I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Retain shield stack with mythic. I don't know. Maybe it might. You would have to check if you have to check sortie to see if the corrupted core and that one other mythic that retains shield, if those two stack, then it should stack. Otherwise, then no. But yeah, this could be very interesting. Add 3 hits to the next card. So if you want to do a lot of hits, so it's only good if you're doing freaking wind slash. Oh yeah, speaking of wind slash is just I. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Wind slash is just I. It's just an I card. You could do some interesting stuff with the on defeat one. Activate the card in extra time. But even then, that requires that it's like echoing slash in Slay the Spire 2. Like Silent has a card that does an AoE, but when you kill, it activates again. So I'm curious about something like this, how well it works. But generally, what I've seen most people doing with DPS Owen is probably either 1 cost, probably the 3 hit. Yeah, mostly just 1 cost, 3 hit, or if you're feeling really spicy and you know what your enemies you're fighting, this wind slash could be okay. Even then, it's just okay. Gale Strike is kind of a meme, not gonna lie. Because it's shield and damage, but the thing is Owen doesn't want to scale off of defense, so it's like you're getting like piddly shield for a 180 or a 130. So it's weird. Gale Strike's a weird card because Owen needs too many stats. Owen is like is I'd say the jack of all trades kind of character because he wants too much. He wants too many stats, but you can't just build him both damage and defense because that doesn't make sense. Like if Gale Strike was damage based shield, maybe it could be good. But if you're doing damage based shield, then you have freaking wife, you have freaking Magna. So it's like, what's the point of it? I guess like he actually scales better. And this is a mythic, so it actually scales much better. Maybe. I don't know. But wind riding is the support to wind charge. I don't have much comment on this one. Unless you freaking epiphany it to be something stupid like this. I mean, you could also do this as well if you like. I don't know if wind riding stacks with the wind charge. So for anyone who has done this before with this version of wind riding with wind charge, feel free to tell me how well that works because I'm very curious. Like this one actually could go really well with Owen. This one move 2 own card from discard pile to hand. This one's not that great just because Owen is probably not the character you're using as quote unquote draw support. So I wouldn't use this one. This is the upgrade if you just want to get rid of the card, period. And then this one, use wind charges to activate this card one more time. More shield. So essentially, these two are dead cards. Like you never pick these. Like I don't know why. Again, if Owen had something that if Owen just did damage and he just gained shield, then honestly, like he would have been much better. This is the character who needed damage based shield. This guy. Or you could have wind riding be like, or like one of the wind riding epiphanies be like shield, and then next hit has 50% damage based shield or something. Like that would be cool. I think that would be very interesting, actually. Like make it an attack give you shield based on how much damage it deals. That's a very good support ability. They should put that. They should put that, literally. Make Owen have more utility, like more hits, gain damage based shield so that you're sustaining as well. You make him even more of a jack of all trades. Like, this man is literally meant to be jack of all trades, the character. Give him all the wild freaking epiphanies. Like all like the random utility epiphanies. I think that would be very fun. Like, obviously, jack of all trades characters are going to be very freaking booty at trying to get the right epiphanies, though. But I think it could work out. Like, give Owen like wildly different epiphanies, and I think you could make an actual character out of him. Like, people would actually use him a lot more. I think because I say freaking Bunny Girl is versatile. Bro, Owen, if devs actually like cared about him, they could make him actually a jack of all trades. Like that could actually work. It's just that some of these are garbage. Okay, I like the upgrade. This one's okay. This one's okay. Although I will say maybe like instead of 120% shield, maybe damage based shield from all of this. And then wind riding, this one's fine. This one's fine. This one I could argue could be okay, but I think it's weak because I'm not a fan of this. I don't know. Like I don't want my DPS hybrid to do this. And this is a shield. I don't know. I don't like this one either. It's like this and this are fine. Everything else kind of booty cheek. Even that this card is good. Or move wind charge from graveyard. Move wind charge from graveyard or draw pile to hand. Actually, yeah, that should be the that should be one of the epiphanies. Move wind charge from graveyard or yeah, literally just make it more versatile to get wind charge back. Like guarantee wind charge, get it back. And boom, easy. That's an epiphany. and then give damage based shield to the next attack. And I think that's going to be good. Break armor is not bad. It's vulnerable. You have the 0 cost. You have decreased 42 by 4, which is also pretty good. If you already have sources of vulnerable from other places. Freaking, I guess you want to do more damage with Owen, sure. I guess. Target has shield, do more damage. Ooh. But isn't it easier to just do this? They only want to touch Owen because of the Owen drama? But I mean, buffing Owen is a good thing. I would just be upfront with you. Just buffing Owen is overall a good thing. It's never a bad thing. Amusing wind charge, move this card from discard pile to hand. I like this as well. Like this one's not bad either. Like, this is like a very good vuln applicator or applier. Although I would say like if this card would be buffed, maybe move card from graveyard to hand, so you get to like play this maybe like multiple times. Like this break armor, like if it was moved from graveyard to hand, literally could make Owen a vuln bot like Magna. Bruh, they could have done so much with this character. I'm gonna be real, they could have done so much with this guy. Well, okay, tier. Wind Charge, A tier. Wind Slash, B tier. Gale Strike, freaking C tier. Or actually D tier. It's just a big damage hit. It just gives a random shield. And its damage is bad because it gives shield. Magna needs stocks. Magna's a good character. This might be a hot take, and I hope it's not. But I think Magna's a good character. I know I have a bias towards Vanguards, but I like Magna. She's actually good. Or let's no, I think Magna can do more sustain if you're playing against the right enemies. Like if you're not fighting the shield guys, Magna could output a lot of damage / shield, honestly. Like even then, if you could build Magna as a Vone bot, even if you don't want her to be the shielder, like that's how good Magna is. And like everyone likes vulnerable. Everyone. After recent buffs, hot take. I think she was a good character even before the buffs. I think she was a good She was a good support / sustain before the buffs. Now she's an even better support / sustain after the buffs, and now she can actually do good damage. Now she can do damage. But yeah. Oh yeah, actually let me also have some music. And instead of freaking rumbling, because apparently it's rumbling outside. It was great. I think a lot of characters, other than maybe like Kayron or Luke, were good early. Or Cesian. I want to run Cesian so you guys have some stuff to actually listen to. Instead of just freaking nothing. But Gale Strike D tier. Wind Riding C tier. C+, B-. Because I think it's actually a good card. Like Wind Riding, I think has so much potential to be a very good card. It's just that 3 out of 5 epiphities are kind of bad. I've seen everyone having this problem. Wait, let me show. Chat. What? Are you guys getting this as well? I've been constantly seeing this on Reddit. Like what was going on here? Uncheater. I'm an uncheater, guys. Gomena, sorry, but your streamer is an uncheater. Yeah, I uncheat your games. Okay, let me see if I can do it again. I'm in the game. All right, let me try again. Maybe everything will be fine. All right. Do not accuse me of being an uncheater. I mean, I am an uncheater, but okay. Okay, we're back. I think. All right, let me unmute the game so we have actual stuff to listen to. All right. Also, yes, I did get the Kalipe thing. So, Kalipe Poggies. But I have everyone out of 15, I think now, because I have so much freaking stuff, so I might as well give it to them. But let's go back to quote unquote tier listing. All right. This has potential to be a freaking good card. Like, I see this and I think this has very good potential. It's just that 3 out of 5. Freaking garbanzo beans. Break armor also suffers from the same thing. I also think this break arbor is also very good as well. So, honestly, Owen's a good character. It just doesn't have... Okay. Owen has some good stuff. It's just that a lot of his others, like alternate epiphanies, are garbage. I'm gonna be real. Freaking, this one's pretty freaking bad. You're minus 1 AP. Minus 1 AP for 280% damage to all enemies one time. Doesn't benefit from wind charge. Because it's not an attack. So it's like you're just getting damage every turn. But why not just do a ton of damage up front? So I'm not a fan of this wind slash. This one is only good if you have... Well, actually, no. It's not even that amazing because it's an AoE. And because of the fact that it's an AoE, it actually does less tenacity damage to enemies because it's an AoE card. For those of you who don't know, you actually deal less tenacity damage with AoE attacks. So, fun fact. Anyway, not a big fan of this one. This one's fine. This one's just fine. This one has its niche moment. Holy rumbling. And then this one's fine because it's a one hit. Actually, wait. Let me look at Yuki real quick. I see 280, right? Oh, wait, it's 4 stars. Yuki. 180 twice. 220. 330. 220 twice. $280. I mean, yes, we're comparing a 4-star to a 5-star, but you know, just want to note that. Anyway, break armor B tier. Okay, A tier, B tier, D tier, C tier, B tier. This isn't me saying how good the cards are. This is me saying overall how many epiphanies are kind of like useful, like how consistently useful they are epiphany wise, like how much I like the epiphanies, I should say, and the card itself. And that's my tier. Amir. I have not used Amir very much, and I wish I should be using this character. I'm a Vanguard stan, and I don't use Amir, and that kind of hurts my soul. I do like covering metal. This is one of your main ways of getting metallization, so this is a good card. I don't know which of the cards freaking Amir. Obviously Full Metal Hurricane is the card. Like, this is the Amir card. Not this, but this. But yeah. 100 times 3, add a hit for each. 80 times 4 to all enemies. 400 metallization targets all enemies and 20% damage amount. Okay. 1 turn metallization targets deals more. Metallization deals more damage. 1 turn add what a hit. Add a hit and more damage to metallization. Wait. Oh no, but it only hits one person. Okay. This one is deals less damage. Metallization deals less damage than this one, but it has a lot more hits, which means it scales off of morale a whole lot more. And this one is just, I want to do tons of damage with this specific card. And then this one is the, this one's just the, upgrade version. Just deal every turn. Okay. Again, I don't know which one Elmir fans generally pick, so I don't play this character. So I'm not a very good judge at this card, but Full Metal Hurricane is A tier. It's the card. S. In fact, you could consider it S tier. This is the Elmir card. You cannot say otherwise. You can also say Metal Piercing as well, because you might get this metallization here. Like, depending on how much metallization you're able to get, like, you either go for this one. This is the safe pick, or you go for any of these ones. Wait, on recover, the increased cost by 1 for 1 turn until used. So if you have a healer and you heal, this card could just be free. I mean, is it worth making 110 times 2 plus a Vuln free? I don't know. But I think I'd still rather have this one, just because it gives me metallization, which this one doesn't. And then this one applies weaken as well. This one deals more damage, just period. But it's only 1 hit. So it's going to do up to 500% defense-based damage. It's pretty good. 210. And this is vulnerable. This is just a better version of this one. Wait, is it? Wait. Oh, add a hit. Okay. I was about to say, like, this also adds a hit. Okay. There's 100 times, so there's a 330. Okay. Metal Pierce is A tier. I think it's a good card. Metal Extraction. Okay, Iron Skin is like kind of like B, C plus. Like, you could keep this card. Like, it's a good card, but depends. It's basically get out of jail free card. That's why it has Finale. So, depending on how you feel, if you need to get out of jail free card, Iron Skin is good. Otherwise, if you don't need it, then it's kind of bloat. So, there's that. I am curious if there are people who want to specifically use Amir as a sustain. Just dupe as many Iron Skins as possible, and then have like hovering metal and like all the metallization cards. I'm curious if people ever do that, but I doubt it. Because Amir specifically wants to, like, in order to have her do actual damage, she wants other people to shield. So I don't know, but Ring Metal is damage reduction and metallization. That's her main gimmick. This is more metallization. This gives a counterattack, less damage reduction, but has counterattack. This one's Celestial, so you don't have to play the card. This one is exhaust, but gives a lot more metallization. Wait, actually, it only gives 1 more than this. But I guess if you really want to get rid of the card, sure. And then this is the constant metallization. Like, you want all the metallization, this is the one. If you just want to get it consistently, and you don't want the card again, and you're going over multiple turns. Because if you're only like doing like 2-3 turns, it's better to just get this. Literally, it's just better if you're only like one or 2 rounding, because there's no point in getting this one. This one's just meh. Metal Extraction, I don't see a lot of people talking about this card in particular, so I'm gonna say this was C tier, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest Abir stan out there, so I can't say. This could be interesting. Get more shield. 1 turn when using skill cards, 1 metallization. Is it wait, hold up. Oh wait, no, but 2 times. I was about to say like, oh, for 1 turn when using skill cards, gain metallization. That's kind of crazy. But then I read it and it is like up to 2 times, so it's 4 metallization. And then this one makes metallization deal more damage. I guess you try to go for this one and get as much metallization as possible. I don't know. I'll say B- because I can't really grade this one. I can't grade a beer really. I'm gonna be real. Anyway, wife. You guys know I love my wife. I think I would just, for the sake of things, sake of time, I might only do the 4 stars because I have a lot of choice words about them. And then I might do a few 5 stars. Like I might do like 5 4 stars from what chat says. But yeah. Alright. Blitz. Blitz used to be a completely terrible card. Now it's fine. Now it's decent. Because before it just did defense-based damage and counterattack, and that was it. Like no damage-based shield. And I was like, bruh, this character is literally meant to shield. She wants big shield, and she wants to do damage based on shield. Can't tell me she can't gain shield off of this card. And now they gave it to her. So now this card is more respectable. When I say it's her best card, heck no. This is definitely not her best card. It's fine. I like it. I still think it's a C+ tier, B- tier. Just because it does damage and gives you counterattack. It's basically everything that wife wants. So, but it doesn't give enough. Because it doesn't do enough damage. It doesn't give enough shield, and it's just 1 counterattack. I mean, sure, you can do this. You could do this. Actually, this might be the best one. This and this. This because it's an upgrade, and this because it's essentially 30. It's a 5th of this. Or, yeah, 5th of this, and then around a third, a little less than a third of this. This is an absolute glow up, I'm gonna be real though. 150% of shield is crazy. But Blitz is good, it's just not that great. Shelter is my personal favorite because it gives you 100% damage based shield. So this lets her stack her shield so that she does damage and she stacks her shield so that she can get her Shelter Strike up. I think this is a very good card. I'm a big fan of the 0 cost, but you could try. Okay, I'm not a fan of this one, just because I think the main reason you play wife is to do shield into damage, and this ain't it. This just does damage, and that's it. I don't like this card becoming the payoff card when you already have a payoff card off of Shelter Strike. So I'm not a fan of this one. This one just does more damage and that's it. Not a fan. This one does damage to all enemies. So if in AoE content, this is like very good. Like this is one of the alternate picks that I would play or use with for wife. And then this one just does more damage. And that's it. I'm very partial to 0 cost just because out of like all of her cards are kind of costly. Like if it costs 1 or maybe even 2. So having a 0 cost makes it very nice. Although this into 0 cost is good too. Bull's Dome, one of her better cards, gives her counterattack, which is again what she needs. Some crystallization, which got tacked in there because, you know, could use more shield. Shield's very nice. 0 cost initiation, not bad. This one's very nice pick. 80% fixed shield. So if you want your fixed shield at the start of the turn instead of crystallization at the end of the turn, this could be a good pick. And yes, I'm very specifically saying this because I don't know why people aren't talking about this, because this is actually, had this being the shield being at the start of the turn and it being at the end of the turn makes a huge difference. Because crystallization end of turn means you're taking the shield so that you can sustain and not for any other reason. This allows you to get actual shield so that you can use it for shelter strike. So I think this is a very respectable one that no one is talking about. I think this one's pretty good. This one is more counterattack, which is fine. This one, it turns into a skill, but you can get counterattack and resolve so that you're actually able to get more shield for your payoff. So this one's actually not too bad. But the issue again with this one is that you specifically need to play your shield cards. And this is one of the shield cards. So it's like, it's a little bit weird. Like, if you have another shielder, this can be interesting to do. It's just like, have this be a draw engine or like a cycle engine, gain a lot of resolve. But then the issue after that becomes, if you keep doing all that, then you're also reducing the action count of the enemies. Because you might be fighting enemies that have actual action count instead of infinity. And they might just hit you, and then your shield is just either gone or like you have a lot less shield. I guess that's the main weakness of Wife, is that if you're fighting enemies that have actual action count, your value might be reduced because you might need a shield just to protect yourself. And then this is the lead version. If you want to do counterattack shenanigans, this allows you to do more damage. This tacks onto the base damage, which is like 300, assuming you have the shield. So not bad. Could be better, maybe, but not bad. OIC. This is one of her shield cards. It gives weaken, so that allows you to take less damage, which means you can maintain more shield, which is fine. My favorite thing is using it as an upgrade, though. I'm gonna be real. Gaining shield or dealing more damage. So I pick either of these two. Everything else is kind of not too great. I actually dislike this version just because it's just 2 counterattack and that's it. And you have many other sources of getting counterattack. So I'm not a fan of this version. This one could be interesting. No, definitely not a fan of this one. Wait, why does this one exist? This one gives no shield. What? You gain 1 extra counterattack, but you get rid of your shield. That's terrible. What? Yeah, this epiphany is complete garbage. Everything else I can somewhat understand except for maybe this. These two, bad. This one, probably also not that great. Like, serviceable, but still not that great. These two, goats. Shelter Strike, I already talked about Shelter. This is a payoff card. Alright, Blitz, B minus C plus. Shelter hit Mark II. B plus. I know I was talking a whole lot of like praise out of this card, but I have a bias towards this card. But so B plus, because it gives shield and it does damage, and that's perfectly fine. Wolf's Dome, A minus. I think this is a good. This gives you counterattack, start of turn, and it gives you shield. It's good. OIC. A for these, but because we have some pretty bad epiphanies otherwise, I'm gonna knock it down to B plus because there's just most of the other epiphanies are kind of not that great. Shelter Strike, A. This is the card. If you're playing Wife, you're either playing for Wolves Dome, and then OIC, or you're playing Shelter Strike. I don't think there's much in between. There might be some in between, but otherwise, these are the 3 cards, like 3 signature cards. Shelter, you could boot Shelter if you want to, in Mark II if you want to. Although I do think there is some merit in keeping it, just for like some more shield. Otherwise, yeah, I love my wife. All right, I have some choice words about Buddy Girl. All right, Scope. It's good. 4 mark. Yeah, awesome. If you have a lot of attacks from Selena, freaking awesome. This one, make Mark do more damage. Awesome. This one, we don't even need to talk about this one. This one's also awesome. It's just when someone else attacks, you attack. It's great. Good card. The only quote-unquote sus one is maybe this one. I think this one is somewhat of a noob trap. If you have AoE, then it might not be as bad. Even then, I'm not a fan of this one. Because if you have AoE, then you're playing an AoE character like Yuki. And you can still use this. You can still use this. Because it's when an attack card of another combatant is used. Which means if you're using AoE attacks, this allows you to hit everyone because of the AoE. It says attack to the target. If it targets everyone, then it hits everyone. I've done this before. I've had moments where Serenio does her Cobalt Light and I had this enabled. She shoots everyone. After she does a coordinated, after she does Cobalt Light, it hits everyone. So yes, I'd rather get this over this. Yes, it's only for 1 turn, but the thing is, if you're playing Selena, you want to be able to have her cards cycle. So you want the divines. But if you don't have divines, then I can understand why you might want this one. Even then, I might prefer the other ones. Good card. This is a very good card. A. Target spotted. Okay, this is the card I think is one of the most underrated cards. Freaking, I don't understand why people aren't keeping this card. Like, and people are keeping this card. You know what the problem of keeping this card is, guys? It's a freaking upgrade. It's free, yes. But it takes away a draw. Especially if you have her awakening or like her stuff. It gives it initiation. Okay, cool. You know what that also means? I'm drawing 1 less card at turn 1. I am not a fan of this card. If I'm not going for Mark. If I am going for Mark, obviously you keep this card. This is the Mark card. But if you're not going for Mark Selena, this card can hurt you. Because turn 1 is an important turn. And maybe some of your other units, like Hugo, might need a good turn 1. Or might need a setup turn 1. And Sniper's Domain might make things worse. So, I'm not a fan of this one. I have my beef about this card. It's B minus though. Because in Mark Selena, it's good. Actually, it just says Mark damage. So this might actually help everyone. I could be wrong. But if you're playing Mark, this is a good card. This is S tier. If you're not playing Mark, it's freaking C, D tier. It hurts you. like it's an upgrade. Yeah, sure. It's -1 draw. I hate that. It's like treat it like a -1 draw. It's a card that has retain. That's basically what this card is. Unless you somehow don't play this card, which in that case, even it becomes worse. All right, target spotted. This I think is an extremely underrated card. This version is literally Eternal Hunger minus, and I don't understand why people don't freaking keep this version. I know it's like, oh, but I don't get the skill, so I get rid of it. In that case, that's fine. But come on, you're not playing Mark, get rid of this. That's my hot take. If you're not playing Mark, get rid of this card. Get rid of this Tactical Maneuver. Those two cards, you get rid of. Keep scope, keep target spotted, get the skill version so that this card cycles itself, and then get drone bombing, whatever freaking thing you want. If you're playing Break Selena, then sure, keep this card. Otherwise, why the frick you keeping this card? I have so many freaking gripes about this freaking card. I hate this card when I'm not playing Mark. And yet people freaking want to keep this card. Ugh. Disgusting. Anyway, draw. This is a good card. This is good. Like, it's good because it's Eternal Hunger minus. And you already know Selena and Mia work really well together. So this is good. Okay, next. This one. 300% damage to a random enemy? Well, what if you freaking cycle this one too? In fact, what if you somehow are able to freaking cycle this multiple times? Just do 300% damage, just constantly. What if you just did that? Wait, I have a question. I know no one freaking uses this card specifically, but I have a question. If anyone knows the answer. If you divine this to do 30% more damage, does it also apply to attunement? Because if it does, this could actually be kind of busted. I think this card has so much potential. Like, this version has a lot of potential. Like, this version, and of course this version is just like, it's there, you don't even need to divine it, it's just Eternal Hunger minus. This version, also, because it's attunement, and not quietus, you can, this will not, if you discard the card, you can cycle it back again. Again, like, you've seen it with freaking Eternal Hunger. I want to see a build off of this. I want to see a DPS Selena built off of freaking divine 30% more damage this, and then constantly cycling this card. I think that's the funniest thing I want to see. I want to see it so bad. Wait, imagine, no. I was about to say Dream World, but then I was like, wait, you can't, because you need to draw the card. You have to draw the card from the draw pile. So you need a lot of cycle. You need a ton of cycle. Like, if you get cycle, discard, if you constantly have a way to discard cards, discard target spotted, discard, like, keep discarding your target spotted, keep cycling it back with the Adagio, keep doing all that. I think this would be a very fun thing. Ooh, wait, chat, wait. Imagine this one. Actually, yeah, imagine this one. Okay, draw, discard. You get this version, and then let's say your freaking deck is done, like, or you've already cycled your deck. you just keep constantly drawing that card. I think it's very interesting. Like, just have Nia freaking constantly cycle the card. And then if you want, you could even get the discard one. So that if you get target spotted again, you can just draw it and then discard it and then cycle it back again. And then just keep doing that. I think that would be very interesting. Like Adagio, Mute Accent, Curiosity, and I guess you get a G chord to draw. Like regular Epiphany draw. I think that would be very interesting. And with this freaking thing that we're doing, you don't even need to use the card. So you're not actually spending AP, so you don't even need to Divine Adagio. Like, you could even Divine, like, Morale into all this. You could get the Soul Rift upgrade so that you could keep discarding and keep healing. Although the issue with this would be this will not be an extra attack, you're just doing straight up damage, so a little bit unfortunate, but I do think this card has a lot of potential. I honestly think this card has a lot of potential. Just because you can constantly quote unquote use the card. Like in the right hands. This version I think is fine. It's just, it's 4 mark. It's fine. I don't like this one because it's a shield. Because why the frick are you shielding with the freaking, with the sub DPS? Why are you shielding with a sub DPS? This card's bad. This card's bad. You never take this one. Then this one's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's, I know this one's not that fine, but I think this is just okay. Because it cycles. It cycles. This is fine. I hate this one. Because you have to, because it no longer has attunement. This one has potential. This one could be okay for Mark, because you're doing 4 Mark. Yeah. I think Target Spot is one of the most underrated cards in the freaking game. I'm being actually no cap. For real, for real. I think this card is like, has a lot of potential. Especially if you can like stack like buffs and everything. And if you can divine this card and it does 30% more damage, I think this card has the potential to like be busted. I really need someone to try this. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I think it's interesting. This card is interesting. It's just you really need Nia, obviously, but I think it's interesting. You could even do Cassius. You could even do some Cassius BS. But the thing is, you still need a discard. Wait. Shuffle. I'm a freaking genius. Shuffle. You get to draw, and because the Selena cards aren't going to be that freaking expensive, they're going to be discarded, and then you can draw it. Wait a minute. Shuffle is the answer. Shuffle is the freaking answer. You freaking get a ton of... Guys. You get a ton of this. You get like 4 of these. Divine it into freaking whatever the frick. You do 30% more damage. Freaking get like a Morale Cassius. Get this Shuffle. Could even get freaking a 0 cost Cycle Devil Dice. Freaking Dice Trick. Freaking... You could keep Joker, that's fine. And then Popper. I guess you could do whatever the frick you want with Popper. You just get to choose one, right? But I think it's interesting. Bro, freaking Nia Cassius Selena Nia Cassius. Freaking do it right now. Someone, please, I swear. I think it sounds so interesting. Bro, I love this game. Did you guys know that I love this game? I'm theory crafting the most random, stupid, tricking stuff. Someone needs to do this. Someone needs to do this. Turn this into a video. Maybe I'll do it. Again, I don't know. But I think this is the most interesting, weird BS I've ever concocted. Again, I don't know if the damage, if the 30% more damage works on this attunement. But if it does, I think it's gonna be freaking ridiculous. Right? Because the divine. I see divines. Okay, divine. 30% increase damage. Yeah, increase this card's damage by 30%. Right? And that's damage. This is wait. This is damage. Right, so surely that works. I hope dev spies or whatever are watching this and be like, oh no, Kiyo's thinking of something stupid that might actually work really well. This might need to be patched out. Please don't. Like I think this needs someone needs to do this. Someone needs to do this. Target spot is freaking S tier. I'm gonna call it right here. S tier because I like the potential of this. Okay, I'll put it at A plus because this freaking Epiphany is garbage. But otherwise, I think this card has so much potential. I swear. Okay, drone bombing. I think this is a fine card. Passion weakness, combo mark. This is interesting. You would need to use a lot of passion cards, so you specifically need mono passion, but the issue is like, oh, what's the point of doing that when you could just do something else, right? Like, whatever the frick I just mentioned. Like, it's only plus 40%. Although I will give it some merit that it is an AoE, and it's free, so I'll give it some merit for that, but not the biggest, surprisingly not the biggest fan of this one, but I think it's respectable. This one's good. This one's good. Like, we know about these. This one's fine. This has Mark. You know, makes sense. She's the Mark character. Has Mark. It's just fine. This is passion weakness, so it allows you to do more damage if you're not playing against passion weak enemies, so it lets you just play Selena in any freaking content. I'm perfectly fine with it. I think this is fine. Not the best, but I think it's fine. B+. Good card. Tactical maneuver. This card has the highest chance of being cut from the freaking deck. Because it's a skill. And I want to do damage with my bunny girl. Tenacity damage. No. I'd rather do damage and do tenacity damage that way. This one. It's a 1 cost that deals 250% tenacity damage. I'd rather do damage. No. 2 mark on enemies in ravaged state. So you need to break the enemy to do 2 mark. But I could just do 2 mark by doing any other freaking card. Vetoed. This is good for break. If you're already breaking, then you re-get the break bar. Good card. This one. Applies mark to all enemies and deal tenacity damage. The mark to all enemies I could just do that with freaking scope. Vetoed. I am not a fan of this card because it's way too niche. And it doesn't freaking play into her mark. Like, except for maybe like 2 cards. Even then, like, you need to also break with this one. This one is a more jack of all trades, but even then, like, you could do something else instead of 1 tenacity damage and 1 mark for 1 cost. Not a fan. So, C tier. Actually, C minus. Actually no, C because Sereni also exists. Therefore, that. And then I already talked about Sniper's Domain. Freaking C tier card. Freaking. If you're not playing Mark, it's C tier. If you're playing Mark, it's S tier. Anyway. I love Bunny Girl. Bunny Girl is such a great character. A tier, freaking A tier, freaking B tier. Like, these 3 cards are freaking amazing cards. These 3. Holy frick, this is good. I know I love my wife, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. You guys need to play Bunny Girl. Bunny Girl is such a great character. I told G-Clef, play Bunny Girl. You should play Bunny Girl too. Bunny Girl is such a great character. It's not because Mina is a fan of Selena. I could care less about what Mina likes. But Bunny Girl's actually a good character. She's actually has so much potential. And people are starting to realize that. And I'm glad that people are realizing that Bunny Girl is a good character. And she has potential to even be even freaking better with this freaking card. Alright, no one's talking about this. And someone should do something about this. Selena Nia Cassius. Cycle the frick out of target spot in this version. Do it. Do this. Someone. I need to know how good that is. Anyway. She's a good character. Holy frick. Anyway, Barrel. Okay, I'm looking at the time and I do think I only have time for the 4 stars. Because I've been ranting so much about freaking Bunny Girl. She's such a I'm sorry that she's that good. She is a good character. Alright, Barrel. Alright. Opening found. Her starter card. Everyone raves everyone's raving about this one. Good reason. Because you could just do freaking nothing. Retain every card in your hand. And just do 150% extra attack. 4 times. Per card. So 10 times 4 is 40. So yeah. Would you like to do 150% damage 4 times? 40 times? For 6,000% damage? Without buffs? Heck yeah. But as for the other ones, I don't care about this one. This one's kind of not that great. This one is fine. Could be okay. This one's also fine. This one turns it into a actual scaling card. So I like this version. It's just so bad that like it's outshadowed. Like all these versions are outshadowed by this. I'm gonna be real with you. Like if you have a character that allows you to like activate retain effect, like Orlea, she could shine a whole lot more with like the other scaling stuff. But unfortunately, that's not the case. People generally aren't a fan of playing Orlea for some reason. I think Orlea is still a good character. Anyway, respectable, B+. Charge Shot. This is probably the other card that you keep. Or Heavy Weapons Specialist. If you have it to be 0 cost. Charge Shot. Essentially, this. But better. but costs more. This version, scaling, it's the default. This one, more scaling, cool. Combo. Not a fan, actually. It costs 1, but all this does is it makes it deal 360% damage. Not a fan. When you could just retain it once, and you do that, and that's it. Not a fan of this version. I do like the idea of combo. Like it like if you Ooh, an interesting thing actually with this charge shot. If you had a version of charge shot where it says if the card you use immediately before has the same attribute, make it deal 120% more damage, like whenever you play a card, I think this has the potential to be good. But the issue is I could be wrong. Maybe that's why this card doesn't feel good. Because I remember I used this card at some point and I felt like it did like no damage. So I think maybe what the devs maybe intended for this card to be was that when you use a justice card, it deals 120% more damage. And then you can constantly scale the card. I think that's what they wanted to do. But it doesn't do that. Or maybe not because it costs 1. I don't know. This person of charge shot sucks. Because it only does just 240% damage and that's it. That's it. So it does 600% damage and then boom, that's it. This version is very good though. This one, insane. It does scale a little bit less than this technically, but it's 2 shots, which means if you have any other person that can give you like morale and you don't want to scale off of it, then this could be really good. If you want to do multiple hits, this is good. If you need to do 1 big hit, this is better. This is if you want to have free damage, sure. That's it. That's all it is. It's free damage. Guilty Pleasure is the draw card. I'd say this is the barrel card. Everyone and their mother likes this card. Like no one can say no to draw 3 for free. Free 3 draw? Amazing. Draw 3, 1 morale. Draw 3, the cost of run right down this unit and card by wait. That creates the cost of 1 random card of this unit in hand by 1. Wait, that's kind of that has the potential to be insane actually. If you have if you have like really good neutral cards, or if you have a charge shot that you really want to make free, that could be very interesting. It's only for barrel cards, so it's not that great, but yeah, that's it. This was a very interesting card. Draw 5. Basically draw up to 5 throughout multiple turns. Good. Draw 1, but it doesn't exhaust, and then activate all the retain. Pretty nice. It's cycle, and it helps you retain stuff, so pretty good. Draw 3, exhaust 2, so you get to draw up to 6. Not bad. Guilty Pleasure A tier here. Charge shot also like B+, same as opening found. Unlimited firepower is probably the card you cut. This is the one that you don't want. You either cut the card or you get the upgrade. Mainly because holy, these scale really bad. 80% additive, 120% additive, 80% additive, 80% additive. Okay, I will say these versions, like these versions have some potential because you can use this. You can use this to technically scale because it's 160% additive and you can just use it every turn. And that's basically another way of scaling. But the thing is, it costs 1, and what you could also do to scale is just get this guilty pleasure. Literally just get this one. And heavy weapon specialist just creates more things for you to use, which is nice. It can potentially bloat your deck though, so you do have to be a little bit wary of this. But otherwise, not bad. This one's A tier because it has potential for a lot of things. This one's C tier because it's like B minus / C tier, like C plus. Like I don't think this card is that bad. Like I'd say this version is bad because yes, it can apply to multiple of Barrel's attacks, but the issue is that Barrel's stuff kind of costs stuff. And that was not that great. Unless you're specifically trying to do a bunch of heavy weapon specialist BS. But if you're doing that, then that means you're not going to be able to draw very much, which means you're not going to be able to get this consistently. So I'm not a fan of this one. Everything else may be okay. Even this one. Because it might not help Beryl herself. It can help other people, but, you know. This one is just more damage. So this is probably the best out of these three. This one is just more shield. Like, again, we don't need shield. We want to buff damage. And this one is multiplicative damage, which is, this one's huge. This one's 30% damage multiplicative when we have a bunch of retain that gives you additive damage. So you're either getting the upgrade or you're cutting the card. I can't really justify these ones, mostly because of the fact that this exists. Anyway, that's Barrel. Barrel's also a good character. Alright, Luke asks. Kyo, it's Luke asks, what do you do with this guy? That's a great question. Also, wait. E7 bot? Wait. E7 bot. This is E7 bot. And they're putting the Luke bullets here? Not Luke S. Where's the launcher bullets? This is not his bullets. Interesting. Extended mag. This lets you draw. The main weakness of this card, though, is if you have too many of these cards, then you're making launcher bullets and you're drawing cards, which means you may be drawing too much. So be wary about duping this card too many times. You want max 2 or 3 of these. Otherwise, your hand will be full. B+. SSS. Extremely situational. You need to play Luke Gas's bullets, or you need to play a bullet card. If you're not playing bullets, then this doesn't freaking matter. This card can get cut. For like in terms of like all of this stuff, this one's just damage and deal more bullet damage. This is also just better version of this. This one is keeping it for 2 turns. This one is more bullet. Actually, this is the better version of this. This is just more damage, which I don't care for. I'd rather get this one. This one. Oh wait, no, it's not. I misread the card. Never mind. It's plus 60% per bullet card in hand. So if you have a lot of bullet cards in your hand, then this does damage. But is this a good payoff card? I don't know. We'll see. If there's a Lucas main out there, feel free to tell me if this version of SSS is a good payoff card, because I'm not sure if it is. Because maximum you get like 540% damage, so plus 150. That's 690% damage. I'm not sure that's that good for one. I mean, it's good for one cost, but I'm not sure if it's like that much better than other options out there. Not for Luke Ass, but like in general. This version gives you more damage to the next bullet card, which I guess is fine if you really need to make a bullet deal a lot of damage. So maybe. Or if you want to if you need to deal bigger AoE damage, this could be good. Once when bullet cards are used, fixed damage to random. This is interesting. Okay. This version of SSS is essentially RPG. Wait, isn't this essentially just RPG? But only for the one turn. Wait, because this gives you fixed damage to random and even use a bullet card. I guess this is worse because you don't need to use the bullet card here. But whereas this one you need to use the bullet card. You know, actually, yeah. That's not as good. Never mind. C+. Flamethrower. This is your cycle card. I guess. AoE cycle card. Create more launcher bullets, which lets you do more AoE. Wait. I remember someone said this is to all enemies, so I'm gonna hold off on that. So this is essentially 180% damage. Give a draw, and you discard 2 to potentially deal 100% fixed damage. I guess. If you're playing discard comp, then this could also be good too. This one is just more damage. It literally is just more damage. Might actually be better damage actually because of the launcher bullet is fixed damage, so this one might be better. Unless you really need to discard cards, which in that case this is better, but otherwise this is just more damage, more personal damage. This one is if you have good crit on your Luke Ass, then you can just freaking deal a lot of damage here. I like this version. It's 2 hits. And it's respectable damage, AoE. It's not bad, honestly. I guess main issue would just be if only wait, let me check something real quick. Oh, weakness to decrease fortitude by 2. Okay. Okay. For a second, I was trying to check if it's for each hit, but no, it's not for each hit. It's for each attack. Okay. Exhausts up to 2 bullets in hand. 270 damage to all enemies. Increase damage by 50% for each card exhausted. So 540% damage to all enemies. If you have additive damage, then this could be very interesting. Also, this does proc RPG as well because you're exhausting the bullets. So this one's interesting. And then this one is thanks game. I have played the game for an hour, even though I'm not really playing the game. 270 damage to all enemies. Great launcher bullet equals number of targets hit. So if you're playing AoE, it's fine. I don't think this is that good, just because most content at the moment isn't AoE. And if you are playing AoE, then you might be bloating your deck with this, or your hand with this, sorry. So I don't know. Not too much of a fan of this one. Flashbang. I think this is one of the cards that you could cut. If you're not playing support Luke Ass, then yeah, this is probably one you cut. If you're playing versus the Justice guys, I guess this could be okay. you could try this, but the issue is, but once you lose the shield, then what's the point of the card, right? So, not sure how I feel about this one. It's by default, it's 100%. It's damage all enemies to weaken. If the target has a shield, does a little bit more damage. It's anti-shield. Essentially anti-shield. But I'd rather just do more damage, period, instead of just doing anti-shield. This is why, like, I'm not a fan of this card. Like, I guess you could get this version. Get passion weakness, so you're also giving an extra damage to enemies if you're fighting non-passion weak people. Could be pretty good. Otherwise, not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, this card doesn't feel that great. And RPG is just, if you have a lot of bullets from other sources, Luke, Renoa. Even with Renoa, you're not really you're not exhausting the bullets. You're discarding them, so it's not that great. So basically Luke, Diana. That's it, really. That's kind of it. Unless there's someone else I'm missing other than Lucas himself. But yeah, RPG 7 B tier, Flashbang freaking C tier, Flamethrower B tier, SSS B minus, and then this one B plus. I don't know. I can't. I feel like, I don't know. This doesn't feel that good of a character. Like, he's the only character that I don't feel very good about. Otherwise, it's like everyone else feels fine. It's literally just him that I can't really, like, kind of justify. Owen is like, he's potential, man. Luke ass? I don't even know, man. Alright, Tressa. Tressa got gutted. I'm gonna be real. Tressa did get gutted, but I think you could play around with a lot of this stuff. Like, I'm gonna be real. Unsheathed Dagger is their signature, so I'm gonna put this at B+, but yeah. Crate daggers, good. Like, it's never bad. You're making these daggers that give agony. Your main point is to do agony. So awesome. Curse lets you do some agony while you do other things. Good. B+. Shadow Reload. This is a card that got absolutely gutted. But I will say, you could do a lot with it. Like, if you're fighting AoE, you could do some weird stuff with Shadow Reload. Right? You get a lot of agony. That would be interesting. Not a fan of this. This one could be interesting if you want to like create a lot of advanced shadow daggers. And this one, I guess if you're playing Quietus BS, could be okay. Otherwise, an eh. Vital Attack, I guess, is supposed to be the payoff card. If Agony didn't have a cap, this card would be so much better. But it has a cap, so it's like max you're doing is 1050. Yeah, 1050% damage. Because it's 350 times 3, which is 1050. It could be okay. It's not a bad card, it's just that she got absolutely gutted. I think if Agony didn't have a cap, I feel like Tressa would feel so much better. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like if Agony wasn't capped, she would have been so much better as a character. Like, if you had to do one thing, do that. Curse Gouge. This card absolutely got gutted. Activate Agony inflicted on a target. So what this does is basically it procs the dot. And by proccing the dot, what that means is, like, it deals the damage, but after that, all the stacks get reduced by half. So you're doing a dot detonation. But do you really need to manually do that? I don't know. If it was activate all agony without decreasing the agony stats, or activate all agony inflicted on the target, then double agony again, then I think this would be a pretty good card. Otherwise, or just like don't decrease agony on activation. Or next agony activation does not decrease agony, and activate all agony inflicted on target. I think that's like, this card is now like C, D tier. Like, this card used to be so good. It would give like weak and agony, I think. But now it's like booty cheeks. But yeah, get rid of this card. This card has the potential to be to do some interesting stuff. Vital Attack is a payoff card. Curse is fine. I think it's mostly is just they nerfed agony. Like, if agony was actually, if it was uncapped, it would have been so good, or she would have been a good character. But she's just not. He's not a terrible character. She's just not nearly as great as she was before, though. Although the freaking Shadow Reload upgrade, yeah, that definitely need to be cut out. 100. Either cut it out or just have it be unique. But it is what it is. Nia. I don't need to talk about Nia, but let's talk about her anyway. G-Cord. You can cheat AP. This is a good card. The only bad thing I'd say would be this card, this version sucks. This version's fine. This version, not that great. Because you can get decibel through other means. So I'm not a fan of this one. This one, good. Even default version's good. The only bad one I'd say might be like this one. Like this one, and then this one. Because I'd rather have the other ones. Like, this one gives you more decibel, but I don't think you need decibel that badly. And then this one, it costs 2. Mostly just because it costs 2. But I will say, oh yeah, wait, it also decreases your decibel. So if you have a lot of decibel already, like, maybe this could be okay. But even then, I'd rather keep the decibel. So not sure if I like this one too much. It lets you activate more cards, which is not bad. It lets you cheat out more AP, but it costs 2, so it's like, ugh. Mute Accent. This is probably the card you cut. G-Card you keep because it's a starter. Mute Accent you cut. Because it costs 1 to discard a card. Which is not that great. When you could do it via other methods like freaking Adagio, Curiosity, right? I know it's like, oh, but you can't discard from your hand. Well, Adagio, but yeah. If you really want, you could try to get the upgrade. Could be decent. I don't know. But this is a very niche card. Extremely niche. Can't really justify getting this card. I always get rid of it. But otherwise, if you're playing Quietus, you know, upgrade could be okay. Get some little bit extra damage out there. Soul Riff. This is also another card that you can consider cutting out, depending on the team comp. If you're playing Season 3 and you're playing with Hidamari and all that jazz, this one. Because this is just that good. It gives you lots of decibel and elasticity, which allows her to heal a lot, which is insane. Like, you've seen me freaking play this card. Like, I went from like almost no health to like being full health with this card. just insane. Everything else, this one is just like a discard thing. It's like a trash card that you can discard. I'd rather not have that. When I don't want that. Also, it does activate when discarded, so if you do want to discard it, it doesn't like go back. It doesn't go back into the top of your deck, right? If you do Adagio. If it does, then it's not that great. Yeah, I don't want it. And then this one, it would return. Oh, this one just lets. This one also lets you heal as well, like directly heal. Don't need it that badly. Like literally, it's just this. You just need this, and you're good. This one lets you not heal, so if you don't need Nia to heal you, this lets you do some extra damage. It's okay. But you need to know when to use this. Like if you don't, if you tend to, if you use this and use it too late, it's like, oh, you already discard everything already. So it's like, what's the point? This one, booty cheeks. Don't take this. Doesn't even have retain either. So yeah, this if you really want to get some damage, if you like, you're really desperate for damage for some reason, and you're not desperate for healing. And then, yeah, that's it. Like everything else, kind of not as great. B tier card, because it has its moments where it's actually good. It's just not that great. It's probably her healing. This is her main healing card though. So if you have no other healers, this is the card you have to keep it. Okay, Adagio. Goated freaking card. I'm just gonna be real with you. This is the best card. This is Nia's best card because it can Epiphany. It can also Divine. Draw, discard, cycle, huge, insane. Every version of this, except for maybe this one, and maybe this one, are bad or are good. Sorry. Like this creates another Adagio. So if you really need to like top deck a certain card multiple times, cough freaking. Selena, cough. Actually, but even then, like with Selena, like probably want this one because you can top deck. You can top deck multiple cards. But yeah, all versions are good, even this one. Discard 1, draw 2. Huge. It lets you like get a specific combatant's cards. And Nia's Curiosity is just a good card. If you have like 1 cost, then it's not that great. But 0 cost, you have her like E1, you're good. Like A tier card, S tier card, B tier cards, freaking C tier card, B tier card. Or B plus. Relative to Nia herself. This is not relative to everything in general. Because otherwise this would be like A, S, B plus, C. But yeah. That's like if it was like relative to like in general. Anyway, Mika. Whirlpool. I think that I can go very quickly with this one. Whirlpool, complete garbage. You're cutting this card. Unless you want to do DPS Mika for some odd reason. No. Cut this card. This is the F tier. Z tier, where this should be dead. This card should be dead. Deluge. It does have initiation if you have her E1. It's not bad. I can see some people cutting the card though, but it's not that bad. But like in the general Mika build, you're cutting Whirlpool, and you might cut Waves, and you keep Deluge, Tactical Analysis Upgrade, and then Water. You get a Water, which depending on if you get lucky or not, like a Morale Water or something else. But yeah, Water S tier, freaking it gives you AP. Like unless you're not starved for AP at all, and it's not as good, so it's still S tier card. It's one of the best cards in the game because you can divine it into draw, and draw AP is such a freaking good freaking thing. Anyway, S tier, A minus, because there are some people who might not need this. Tactical analysis, B plus, because I think B plus because it's a good card, but there are some bad epiphanies. Like this one's not that great. This one gets rid of itself, so it's instantly good. This one gives you 2 wave. So if you're not quad duping for whatever reason, you could divine this card. To like give like draw. It just gives you a immediate heal. So if you really need healing for some reason, you not duping water for some reason, sure, but I would rather not do that. I'd rather just get this, or I'd actually rather get this. Actually, why the frick is there 2? Why would you have 2 healers? Chat, why would you have 2 healers? Wait. This is plus 50% heal amount for a turn, which allows other people to heal you more. This lets you heal more with Mika in particular. What the frick? What? Why do these 2 coexist? One of these needs to die. Okay, you know what? I'm triggered by this freaking card, so I'm gonna put this at B plus because I'm triggered by by why these 2 exist. This card is bad. One of these 2 needs to go. This one is healing in a pinch, but you don't need it that badly. So honestly, not that great either. Because you have water, right? You just use water. So I'll say B plus just because there's 2 good ones, and the other ones kind of feel kind of like whatever. Like 2 really good ones, and then 1 whatever. 1. Waves. It's a retain card that lets you heal. The only bad one bad ones. This one. Why does this one exist? Don't ask me why, because I have no idea why either. This one's good. This one's fine because it gives wave. Like they're all fine except for this one, just because they all have retain. But you're probably cutting this card anyway. This one's not that. I'd say this one probably is not that great because you probably have enough healing anyway without this. Unless you really need a 1 big heal, which in that case I guess, but this one lets you do damage, but why? It's like the only I'd say good one is probably this one and this one. Even then, I would still cut this card. It's B just because it's just a respectable card. It's healing in a pinch. Or you can healing that you can save. So S tier, A minus, B plus, F, B. Alright, Cassius. All of his cards are good. I'm just gonna keep it up like this. It's all good. Popper is the only one that's kind of sus. Even then, retain a quest card. It's kind of good. You do need to get lucky with your quest, but good. 0 cost initiation. If you like restarting, yeah, pretty good. Create a stronger quest card. So if you need more value in particular, could be good. Choose is good. Yeah, everyone picks choose. And then I'm not a fan of it. Why does this one exist? I guess it's oh, you can do many different quests, but then it's I don't know. I like sticking to one specific quest. So I'm not a fan of this one. This is I'd say this is the B tier card because this is the standard quest card, right? Devil Dice, A tier. I don't need to say anything else about this card. It's just good. Even this one is kind of good. Because worst case scenario, you do damage with 000. But yeah, you probably would rather get like this. We already know about the morale thing, right? Just generic epiphany morale into 0 costs. Like, yeah, there's that as well. Retrieve 3. Like, even this one's pretty good if you have if you can 0 cost it. Lets you, like, if you need a 1-turn kill, this is a good one. This one lets you draw more depending on AoE. Could be good, could be meh. This one is cycle, and this one is free draw. You never say no to. Shuffle, good card. Mulligan is essentially a mulligan, and no one says no to mulligan. You know, if your deck is bad, if your hand is good, then you're good. If your hand is not good, then you use the card, right? That's just how you do it. This version, I already talked about this version with Bunny Girl, but if you have the potential to do something with this card, even this card could be pretty good. This one lets you mulligan twice. This one lets you mulligan however many cards you want. This one lets you this one's like a full reset. This one's a reset. This one is top deck 5 cards, up to 5. So also it's fine too. Like B plus / A minus, like, is still good. Dice trick, you're most likely just getting the upgrade. Although I do think it has some merit of being having some interesting neutral epiphany. So honestly, B plus, just because I think this card has potential. Like without doing this stuff. And Joker is A tier. Like it's you pick a card, draw the card. What else is there to say? It's a tutor and it's a good one. Anyway, that's it. There's nothing else. Oh wait, no, Ray. How could I forget my shining ray of light? Strike of Darkness is C tier. If I could cut this card, I would, but the issue is that this card is freaking a starter card, and I am not a fan of this card. I'm gonna be real with you guys. No. Like, unless you're playing basic attacks, like a comp, then sure, but it's situational, so C tier. Resonating Darkness, again, kind of relies on what the situation. Like, it could be good, but it could also be kind of booty cheeks. It is a unique card, so it won't mess with your chaos run that much, but still not. Depending on the comp, could be good, could be not good. B tier. Snack Time, S tier. Let's be real, it's S. Do exhaust cards that are bad, and then freaking draw, or you just draw 2. It's freaking insane. Freaking S tier. Dark Condensation. This is probably one of the cards I'd actually like cut, but I do see merit in this card. Like it's a buff card, so it's never bad, but it's not. It could also end up being bloat. So depending on things, could be good, could be bad. I'd say B tier, or you could just get the upgrade. Predator's Blade is for morale. Can't really say no to for morale. And the thing with Predator's Blade is if you have Ray's ego manifestations. This one, he heals, so keeping an attack like Predator's Blade is good because she gets to heal. So good. A tier. It's not S because there are times where you may not need the card, but otherwise it's good. And that's it. That's all the 4 stars. I might do another tier list for the 5 stars, but no, don't feel like it at the moment. Yeah, with that said though, thank you all so much for joining me. I know short stream and early stream at that. Like, I'm sorry for doing this early. I just am a big fan of not trying to get spoiled off the HSR 4.3 special program. Because if I wait longer, then I know for sure I'm gonna get spoiled. Like I could just watch anime and do whatever random stuff, but I'd rather keep my sanity and stream now than wait. So yeah, I'm also gonna go eat as well. So wonder if there's anyone. Okay, this time I will check who to raid. All right, this time I will check, see if there's any friendos. Surely there will actually be a friendo that I can raid. Yes. Okay, Q is still live. Okay. In that case, we can raid off the Q. Normally, I would not raid the Q because, or not be able to, I should say, because she tends to end stream before I start stream normally. So I'm glad that I can raid out to her. So let's raid out to Q. All right. It's time to raid out. There you go. But yeah, with that said, thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate you all, regardless of if you're lurking or doing whatever the frick you're doing. And as always, make sure to worry about yourselves and take care of yourselves. Tomorrow we will be playing with the homies at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Normally it would be in the morning, but due to scheduling and stuff, it seems like we want to do it in the evening, which is good because I actually want to do this in the I would much prefer the evening personally, but I can also work with morning if need be. So that's why we do mornings, because of time zones. But yeah, with that said, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully Q is not ending stream. Doesn't seem like it. Actually, let me remove browser capture so I can check. Okay, she's fine. Anyway, catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.